Hi everyone. Today I wanted to do a quick talking with you video about what it's like to be a niche trans creator on YouTube and really just answer a few questions that I often get about my process and what led me here and what I get out of it. So if you're interested in hearing more about how I started doing what I do and why, stick around. I originally made my channel way back in the day just because I wanted to inspire people to do the same, and I think I did the exact thing I wanted to, and I walked away because I had nothing left I had to say, if that makes sense. But over a certain amount of time, I realized there was a lot I had to say built up over the years, and I forgot that a platform can be created, And I'm recreating my platform every day, finding a voice. It's hard to be a small creator, though, because for the most part, you are creating for a brick wall and you are talking to a brick wall. And there's no rule book for a niche trans creator like me. I only just recently got monetized. Very happy that I did. Very proud of myself. But it's not like I'm following like a baseline of success, It takes a lot of self-confidence to do what I'm doing because there's no guarantee in anything, and it takes a certain amount of privilege to even have the chance. And I guess the reason I'm talking about it is because who do you usually tend to see get big on these platforms? Lately, I've seen a stagnancy in YouTube, at least maybe just for my YouTube feed, but I haven't really come across any new creators in a long time. And the ones that I have come across are creators that are enormous already. So that means that the algorithm gave them to me, not necessarily like me coming across them. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that I don't want the algorithm to recommend me these creators, because honestly they're all great. But it means that there's probably a small creator out there making a similar video that I'm never going to see. And that's why it's interesting making video after video, and for most of these videos I make, maybe they get 100 views, and people don't realize that I do get a lot of comments, but they're not on my content. They're not on the things that I put my effort into, the things I care about. I get comments specifically on the things that people don't like, And I think that is why so many people avoid creation to begin with, You need such a strong foundation to begin to start creating. But no matter what, people are going to try to tear you down. So unless your foundation is strong enough to be able to take that and roll with it, it can be hard to even want to keep going. There is a time when I was going to delete this channel. I'm looking back on it and I'm really not sure why. I'm not sure what there is to be ashamed of, But I was internalizing some degree of shame. And I'm realizing my privilege is something I can use to make the world a little less shitty, or at least on my corner of the world. So as a small creator, I have had to learn to not create for the numbers, for the metrics, because I don't know what I'm capable of yet. I've only been doing this a few months again, but already in those few months I've done so many things because I've set a goal and I've been working for it. And for the first time in my life, I've been able to see myself get excited every day. And that's what people don't understand. Not many channels do still upload daily. It's just not something that the algorithm... It's just not something that's trendy, per se. The reason I'm doing it is because my channel was effectively dead. It was stagnant, and I really have revived it. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep up that schedule, but all I can know is that I can't try to emulate someone else's path to success. I could try to be Nikita Dragon and just piss off a bunch of people and try to get notoriety that way. Because the truth is that not many people care that much about a fairly reasonable person succeeding or having a nice time. That's just not interesting. That's not what YouTube wants. YouTube wants the Nikocado avocados, the train wrecks, the clicks, the virality. YouTube doesn't care as much about authenticity. And that does make me sad because I don't know why. You know? I mean, everybody's always talking about, it's like, well, if you want the world to change, why don't you go into politics? Can't social media in some way be a way that you can try to make the world change? People grow up on the internet. Kids grow up on YouTube. Kids grow up on YouTube. And the stuff these kids are watching is going to be crazy. It is. And you can say, oh, well, they shouldn't be watching your content either, Lyra. Don't worry. YouTube auto-flags my content. Interestingly, YouTube manages to still push like pregnancy animation horror to children for millions of views, but they are able to immediately flag my content as suspicious for children. Whatever. I'm not going to read into that. All I'm saying is I don't have the same platform as these people who are using their platform to piss people off. I've actually had a lot of people who want me to do another video about Dave Chappelle's work, and I don't think I'm going to do it for my inner light and for the light of the people around me, because I get a lot of clicks on those videos to this day, but it's all from people who are searching the terms Dave Chappelle. And how many people do you think are searching the terms Dave Chappelle that are just going about their day normal people? None. Maybe one or two. But the people who are searching Dave Chappelle, more likely or more often than not, are Dave Chappelle fans or Dave Chappelle stans, or the people who are obsessed with attacking trans people online that they don't agree with. AKA, that's what these people are doing to me. And honestly, the extra views and the extra comments and all the clicks, it is helping me. It is. But I don't like seeing that every day. And I could turn comments off, but I'm not at a size where like I can like pay someone to moderate my comments, you know what I mean? So the real question is, do I worry about that, or do I just try to avoid it? And what I've been trying to do is just avoid it. But that's why I don't want to make another video. Because if I make another video, that's me inviting that energy, isn't it? I want to make a video about Blair White. I want to make a video about Nikita Dragon. I want to talk about how there are all these trans people who have platforms that use them to be ridiculously awful. But I'm not gonna. I can't invite that negativity to my life. And maybe I could someday, but I'm just not strong enough for that, because as a small creator, there's no real benefit to it. I hate to break it, but there is no secret to success, at least not for me yet. You could tell me it if you know it. I'd love to hear it. But I don't think that me like trying to dunk on someone is how I want to do this. It might help me short term, but I don't think it'll help me long term, because people are so quick to hate a trans person online. People are quick to hate fellow trans people. Trans people hate on trans people all the time, you know? And if I'm already so afraid of pissing my own community off, of course I'm going to be afraid of pissing everyone off. Because the truth is that most people live their entire lives afraid of what other people think. So I can either be afraid of what people think, or I can just choose to not confront those people. You know what I mean? I've lately not been really enjoying reality, so I've been creating my own reality. And that's why I've been writing my own music. I've been imagining my own reality, you know? And I love that, because I think that is way better than dealing with what we got right now. Because, yeah. So if you like this kind of video, let me know. I just wanted to level with you all, now that I'm an official YouTube partner, let you know, I'm really proud of myself, but it's been tough. It's taken a lot of this sounds cliche, but I really did have to be my own number one fan and be my own cheerleader and remind myself what I'm doing is worth the effort and worth the time, because it doesn't seem that way. And the amount of effort I put into each video, I do not get back yet. But I'm telling myself it'll be worth it. Because it is already worth it, believe it or not. I have a genuine love for what I'm doing, and I'm really proud of that. So, let me know down below what you'd like me to talk about next time. I'd like to do this more often. If you want to, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It helps me out a lot. Help me get a platform if you want. And most of all, be kind. See you in the next one.